You know, I'm actually pretty tempted to keep Pearl Drake against Pally. It's so good, especially Wild Growth. I think actually like the best possible hand might be Wild Growth Nourish Primordial Drake, but there's a long gap between Wild Growth and Primordial Drake without the Nourish, so I'm pretty still iffy about it. What do you think of Priest, Lock, and Druid being the most broad class to EU playoffs? So, I mean, definitely Lock, right? But yeah, you know, it's like the one interesting thing about tournament meta is that it's oftentimes a couple of weeks behind. EU people had to submit their decks last weekend, like something like that, around like 4 or 5 days ago. So squeezing 2 hero powers here, Target Cooper. I could have tried a Target Cooper, but it's kind of weak to Call to Arms and all the juggles going to that. It's all kind of weak to Coin Blessing of Kings. I just think that during the time of when the EU people all submitted their lists, Priest was very hot, you know, like flavor of the month. But I think Priest's power level is not that high, and I think that a lot of people made mistakes, but they did the best that they had on during that time with that information, if that makes sense. Do you ever naturalize here? Jeez. No. For the wild. Control Priest smashes Paladin is the biggest thing that they have going for them. The thing is, everyone thought that Priest beat Warlock. That's the big thing, but it doesn't. And Priest loses hard to Quest Rogue. It's like 50-50 against Tempo Mage. Not something like that. It's not particularly good. Set up for this Primordial Drake here. I could have even just like traded for Spellbreaker, left up everything, but if I traded this into Spellbreaker, I had no target for naturalizing, no target for hero power. I kind of like not naturalizing in some ways because drawing him Sanctuary Terram is really scary, things like that. Good thing for me is he can't actually play it in time. What would Uther do? Ultimately still saves me enough damage where I think it's worth it. Priest vs. Druid is interesting, and I want to practice that matchup more. My Druid right now is kind of catered towards being able to beat Priest. I'm not sure who's favored. I haven't really played it enough. Theoretically, whoa, he just equal. Okay, feels bad. Priest should lose to Spiteful for sure. I don't know about against Taunt. Like Taunt, Psychic Scream's super annoying, right? But on the other hand, you can out armor them even without the hadronox part of your deck.
No more take candle. It's time for a little blood.
Okay, so it's not guaranteed to get hadronox. I have enough life here to have some leeway. The only card we're scared of is Sunkeeper Tarim, right? Like with Lich King and stuff. Here, what kind of wastes his equality? Might have two, but so oakheart at least gets a 5/5 in the sense that oakheart is a 5/5, and it might get me another Oaken Summons. Our cubes are coming out. Wonder if it makes sense for me to Oaken Summons here to pull my last Ironwood Golem. Yeah, let's do that. I like that more than Lich King, because ultimately we still die to the same thing like Sunkeeper Tarims, right? And I have more units than playing Lich King. Same amount of units as oakheart, but this is like a guaranteed hadronox pull next turn, which is really good. I have both Witching Hours in my hand. Again, my cubes should be coming up very soon. I'm still scared of Sunkeeper Tarim because double swipe doesn't clear 3/3s. But you know, one good thing about Tarim is that he doesn't have that much board, so he wouldn't be able to like play that many 1/1s before Tarim. It's still scary, probably like 3 1/1s before Tarim. Yeah, I would just want to pull hadronox here ASAP. Okay, so let's see here. I like that more than some kind of double swipe play, right? Because we have the same... Like, I have to trade 2 units in Lich King, but we pull 2 units with oakheart, and it gets us closer to hadronox. I don't think it makes sense for us to double swipe go face. I don't like Jasper spell stealing this guy, because what I'm scared of is Sunkeeper Tarim, and I think he has to Suicide the Jailer anyways before the Tarim, because he would need to get all the 1/1s to play, right? So there's no point in me doing the Jasper.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Oh, nice. No Tarim. Might be saving it. Double swipe. He's running out of dudes to play with Tarim as well. I have lethal with ultimate next turn. Didn't even actually get off at hadronox's game. I mean, it's a down, but it's not dead. I could kind of kill it whenever is a thing too. What do you think of the Dragon Hatcher package? I feel like this deck is kind of already high rolly enough with hadronox, Master Oakheart, things like that. Don't really want to exasperate it. It does look really scary though.
Malfurion versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
I'm pretty tired after that game. I think playing defensively in Taunt Druid is it's like, I guess it's not really like playing slow slash defensively in that ways, but it's like there's very limited amount of things you can do to play fast in Taunt Druid, right? Because once you get your Witching Hour cubes going, you can't just keep spamming Witching Hour cubes. You kind of have to let the course of the board go, like the trades and everything like that. It takes like 5 turns to roll the taunts trade for each other. You know, Tar Creepers have 1 attack. Tar Creeper versus Tar Creeper is really slow. Even Iron Golem versus Iron Golem, they don't trade that fast. Even, you know, Primordial Drake's 4/8. Again, it's like just everything. It's just you kind of have to let the board naturally kind of fight its way through and then do it later. You can't just rush, because if you just rush and keep playing your, you know, Witching Hour cubes and you have a board, just play a little bit faster, you're gonna lose in fatigue. So it's like you want to play for tempo, but you also want to worry about fatigue. I think because the boards trade so slowly and there's so many taunts, it's often that the game goes to fatigue. Naturalize helps a little bit on both sides of that, and both heal draw. So from my experience in that matchup, I usually try to play like slow, not like slow in the sense that I don't want to get my hadronox out early and play Lich King early, but slow in the sense that I don't try to, like, you know, keep going after I've already start getting some taunts going. We're gonna have to play a spell here. I'd rather lose the branching pass. No more counter spells. This is 6 armor. Branch Pass 12 and we get a minion, so that's way better to lose than Branch Pass. Branch Pass better lose than summons. I'd rather lose Swipe, but it might not be Swipe. I mean, it might not be counter spell. Swipe is the worst one. Is better to lose, but that card still does something. Whereas if we swipe, it does nothing if it's explosive. It's not that bad to get swipe. Like, he's not going to completely burn us out of the game as burn mage. He's going to need to hit us with minions at some point, right? Like, there's no way a druid loses the mage by pure burn to face, no minion pressure. So swipe kind of helps on that end.
Unleash your potential.
Naturalize will help. He has 6 turns to kill us before he dies of fatigue. Without Sorks, it's going to be hard for him to dump his hand. I normally play Oaken Summons here, squeeze an extra hero power, thin out my deck. Yeah, that's such a weird Aluneth. I kind of agree. But he has explosive runes, so I want to play this while it's free, and then play this. There's no more counterspell in his deck. We get all the heal from the Rotten Apple Balm. He loses a card here.
For the wild.
My hand is too full.
Oakheart's good to play into explosive, so is Lich King. Lich King less so than Oakheart. Oakheart's perfect because it's most of the powers in the battle cry.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Sork is really scary to leave up with Aluneth because they get so much value from Sork.
Revel in the power.
It seems like he can't play fast enough. Something we can do is just swipe paths here. Then we can go Lich King Naturalize. Next turn. I know I can mill him with Naturalize, but I think there's no way he can play his hand fast enough. And I can play Naturalize with Lich King, whereas I can't play Swipe with Lich King. Like he coined it, yeah, it's almost impossible for him to play his hand that fast.
It's time for a little blood.
Lost Fireball, it's bad for him.
We will shape this world to our will.
I don't care about that hadronox part of my deck. That's not really how we win.
My hand is too full.
I'm not really gonna go for the oakheart stuff.
We have
This is his last turn. Alaneth's gonna kill him the turn. Well, Alaneth's gonna kill him at the end of his next turn. That's a wait, he just double Cinderstormed and then the first 8 missiles of the 10 hit the Lich King? Did that just happen? It's not just the 5 here, but it's the 3 here at the beginning. Wow. That's cool. This game's over anyways. So he's dead at the end of his turn. He's kill us here.